Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of our evil campaign of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were headed to the Bloody Trail. We had to bring Greybor with us, of course. And yeah, this is going to be really interesting. We are going to probably die at least a few times. It's a pretty tough fight. I'm actually not super duper looking forward to it, but it's got to be done. We're not going to go in yet, though. We need to save. There's a lot of skill checks we need to do. And they're really high DCs generally. Dark splotches of dried blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predatory instinct of the hunt. Everything nearby is splattered in blood, as if a battle took place here, or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulphurous odor indicates that this is the blood of a rare fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to examine the trail. Having examined the blood, the commander points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere among the mountain gorges. The dwarf who's been watching him nods in approval. He seems impressed by the commander's tracking skills. We are going to the Artisan's Tower. It's just down here. Oh, I should have saved. This is another event. The commander and his followers are traversing the mountains, trying to track down the female woundweir that has lately been wreaking havoc around Dresden. The dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of the cliff and points down to the ruins of a tower built upon the rock 300 feet below. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare build a tower here, so close to the demons? Why would they erect it here, at the bottom of a canyon? An expert analysis of the tower structure provides the answers. Numerous features in its design indicate that the building dates back to the golden age of the Aslanti Empire. It is several times older than the World Wound, and was originally constructed at the top of a mountain before the cataclysm changed everything. The tectonic plates shifted, causing the tower to sink to the bottom of a newly formed canyon, and the mountains rose up around it like the jaws of a predator, ready to snap shut and bury it beneath the rock forever. The ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages, barely visible amidst the steep cliffs. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. The dwarf signals that it's time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits into two directions. On the left is a rocky ledge, dangerously narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path covered in overgrown brambles and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some of which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorientation, vomiting, hearing and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. The commander assesses the risks and... The left path. Let's do the left path. That sounds like a good plan. The commander decides to take the path on the left, which descends steeply down at a dangerous angle. The loose stones along the ledge are treacherous and unstable, and one wrong step could cause a rock slide. This is a task for either a person of outstanding acrobatic talent or someone attentive and cautious. Whoever leads this way will take on great risk. The commander... We have plus 20. We have plus 20. Let's do this one. Predictably, the path that has been chosen is full of dangers. Eltimar makes a dangerous leap, dislodging the stones beneath his feet. He comes dangerously close to falling, teetering precariously before managing to regain his balance. Having witnessed such a near tragedy, his companions watch their steps more carefully, and the party navigates the remainder of the perilous trail without further incident. The path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed the section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds for those brave enough to attempt the crossing. The commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. The dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb the mountain, they will be able to get back onto the path and avoid the dangers ahead. The commander... What do we got? So we have plus 16 to athletics, plus 20 to mobility. We're going to try this one again. Whew, we did it. Oh god, it's going to be way worse for this last one. The commander and the companions descend lower and lower, leaping from one edge to another thanks to his combat expertise and presence of mind. Eltimar does not panic or make a single mistake. He skillfully leads his followers across the treacherous terrain, and eventually they reach a secure rock ledge. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circle ominously overhead. Their beef morphology indicates their carnivorous nature, and their large size suggests that they consider the commander and his companions to be prospective prey. It is common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack. The commander gives the order to We would need an 11 for that one. We need a 14 for that one, so we got to do this one. Oh, we did it. That's very lucky. Camellia pulls out a knife and runs the blade over the stones. The metal makes a grating sound and the birds fly away in fright. It is the same sound that their sworn enemies, mountain cats, make when they sharpen their hard claws on the rocks. The party overcomes every obstacle and finally descends to the ruined tower. The mountain has been conquered, and no one has fallen victim to its treachery. Now they secretly approach the unsuspecting dragon, stealthily making their way through the surrounding rocks. After leading them to the tower, the dwarf gives his newfound allies a nod of respect and signals for caution. That was incredibly lucky, I gotta say. We got very, very lucky there. And now it's time for a dragon fight, and this is going to be very hard. There's no way to sort of get around it. This is gonna suck. What's our stealth checks like? We have 13 on Greyboar. Camellia's got some pretty good stealth. She could be very useful here. Alright, we're gonna go and do a bunch of buffing. We need all the buffs. This fight is gonna suck so much. Alright, let's just get everyone's buffs going out. There's no point doing one person at a time. I'm gonna go this one.
Are we ready to move out?
And you're gonna get that on one of those wolves. You're gonna do bless. You're gonna do... You already got mirror image out. Good. I think he's pretty much set. What's his armor class? 41 to start with. It's gonna have to be enough. I don't know if it will be, but we'll also have blur and displacement. That's assuming we even make our will saves and we don't go flying away in fear, which is a completely possible thing that's going to happen here.
You can trust me.
What else do we need? We need remove fear on the group. We need... Who's got my protection from energies and stuff? Oh right, we have to do this all manually, don't we?
Huh?
No one has a communal version?
Yes, what? I heed the voice of the spirit.
Oh, we do. We have protection from energy communal. Cool. Fire. 10 minutes on that one. Let's get some blurs going. Blur and blur. Blur. I know we don't have Vanish on. We're gonna put greater invisibility on Greyboar to start this fight well. It's still gonna suck. There's just no way around it. We're gonna give displacement to both Greyboar and our main character. Greyboar may just die. I wish I could say it's something different and like something hopeful about his chances for survival, but there's a real significant chance that he is just gonna get vaporized in like 3 seconds. We have one unbreakable heart, which is less than ideal, honestly.
You require my unbiased
So we got blurs. Do you guys have blur? You have blur, you have blur, you have blur. Good. What else do we got kicking around? So we're going to do greater invisibility right before the fight starts. Let's see what other spells we have. Slay Living is not going to be helpful here, and neither is that, but Breath of Life might be, depending on how this works. Freedom of Movement isn't going to really help us. It doesn't help against fear, so that's less than useful. Fear itself is very useless for us. I guess we're going to do resist energies on everyone. That's going to suck to cast. Alright, well, let's just do it. It's kind of important to not get breathed on to death. You might be like, this is a lot of buffs, Eltimar. It's a dragon. That's my answer. This fight is going to suck. It's going to be just a nightmare. We're going to try.
Commander.
We'll try our very best. Anyways, we have a steady target, which is good. We're going to use that. We're also going to be using turn-based combat for this whole thing, because otherwise we might just die. And that's not an exaggeration. We can die very fast.
Is my line of work.
Okay. And now we're going to go quickly do displacement for Greyboar and displacement for ourselves. We're on a very strict time limit now.
It's not ending
Yes, what?
just yet.
Okay. We're saving and we're gonna go in. Let's try to get as close as we can to the dragon without making any noise, then we'll take it by surprise. Greyboar whispers approvingly. We've crept up on the toothy old lizard without her noticing us. It's a pleasure to work with real professionals. Let's get a little closer so we can attack when she least expects it. The dragon looms over an old elf, her vicious teeth bared in an angry snarl. You recognize his face. He's called the Storyteller. I know you're in league with those little parasites who wounded me. They sent you to spy on me. They thought I wouldn't crave the crunch of your old bones. Huh. They were wrong. I've always had a special liking for the taste of elven flesh, but I do love playing with my food. What can you offer me in exchange for your pathetic life? Perhaps I won't kill you if you manage to impress me. The Storyteller is as pale as a ghost, but he stands strong and doesn't lose his nerve, though his voice trembles slightly as he speaks. A story. Stories are all I have, but some of them are priceless, more valuable than any treasure. This I can offer you in payment. Luckily we have plus 33 to stealth right now. I have a peculiar item on me. Its previous owner was quite sinister, so I think you'll appreciate this story. The Storyteller produces a small bundle from his bag, opens it to reveal a golden signet ring. As he holds it up in his shaking hands, the old man's voice suddenly changes. His tone grows shrill and angry, taking on an exaggerated quality, as if doing a mocking imitation of somebody else. Everything in this throne room is so cheap and vulgar. Jamandi Aldori knows nothing about luxury, another sorry provincial excuse for an aristocrat. And yet, I still must bow my head and smile politely at these sword-wagging half-wits. These poor souls have never known anything more luxurious in their life than this rural parody of a palace. I must convince them that I am at their mercy. Soon they'll all beg me for mercy, but I'll see that they're given none, or my name isn't Tartuccio. And look at these foolish idiots who want to become baron. What a parade of louts. A whining, bumbling boor. More beard than face, who drones on and on. An insolent, unwashed wench carrying around a dull gardening tool as her weapon of choice. An undead sadist carrying an endless amount of emotional baggage from her childhood. She's actually alright to be fair, but as for the infuriating halfling who never shuts up. How I long to take that little journal of hers and shove it in her blabbering mouth or choke on it and be quiet. A worthless creature who clings like a limpet to somebody far more important. My greatest rival, a dark horse. Well, consider this entire performance dedicated to you. The old elf is out of breath, and his diminishing voice becomes harder to discern. Continue to wait. This will be long and bloody. The mercenaries will storm the palace and kill this useless rabble. Hopefully starting with all my rivals, but they won't touch me, for I possess the token of immunity, a ring with King Iravedi's personal coat of arms. After all, it is I who must lead the expedition into the stolen lands. Not for stupid titles or glory, oh no. Imagine becoming that fool Jamani's bootlicker until the end of your life. No, my precious witless little soldiers will procure something a lot more valuable than a barony in the middle of nowhere. Something precious is hidden in the stolen lands, a wooden sword created by someone who is truly powerful. Nothing like the pathetic scraps of metal worn by these pompous Aldori simpletons. No, it's a true instrument of fate. It's a pity I don't know how to use it myself, but King Iravedi will pay me an obscene amount of money for it. Fortunate enough for an eternity of endless debauchery, not to mention the little bonus he'll give me for Jamani's venture collapsing like a house of cards. Merely a trifle, really. Barely buys you a palace in Absalom, and then... Oh, Callistria, the stinkpot with a sword, has started flapping her jaws again. Why can't she just shut up? Her manners are worse than a kobold's. Be careful now, Tartuccio. Don't let anything slip about Jamandi. I hope this loudmouth gets stabbed tonight. The storyteller's voice grows louder and sharper. It's not like you're being kept prisoner. If you don't want to wait, you can always return to the mountains, or whatever other place you crawled out of. I especially advise you to do so if you don't know who the Aldori sword lords are. The dragon keeps quiet. Finally she speaks, her voice loud and demanding. How interesting. What happened next? Greyboar tenses, ready to spring. He wastes no words. She's thinking. She's distracted. Attack now. Let's do it. With deadly silence, more frightening than any battle cry, the dwarf drives his weapon deep into the dragon's side, just beneath her dragon's wing, where her scaled hide is weakest. The dragon lets out a deafening roar of pain. Through clenched teeth, Greyboar gives a low chuckle. Sweet dreams. It doesn't kill her. It just causes her some damage. And it's going to start the fight, unfortunately. Alright. And here we are. Let's take a look at this initiative order. Well, Wolf gets to go in. Fine, go do it. We missed. We needed a 16 to hit, which is a little grim, but fine, whatever. He's not going to get to do much. He's just going to move in and stop. He is an oracle, so that's just kind of how it works.
Simply business.
The hell? How did he use Cone of Cold? How did he deal 71 damage to her? Is that his axe or sword? Oh, whenever he does a critical hit, I guess. Yeah, it casts Cone of Cold at level 11. That's amazing. Well, did a bunch of damage anyways. She has a very low chance to hit with only plus 18, which pains me to say. I'm going to use this, and now she's at plus 20. I'm going to move her over to here, but she's going to shoot next turn. Actually, she can also use Spirit Weapon Enhancement, which gives her plus 21 to hit. Hopefully that should be a little bit good. What was his chances? 19, okay. Next one, Nenio. Nenio is kind of useless in this fight, after all the buffs, obviously, because there's not much for her to do. She does have an ability that could be useful if it hits, Blinding Ray. It almost never hits, but let's see what it did. Did it work? Oh my god, it worked! And it overcame the spell resistance, which is also amazing. I honestly didn't expect that to work. So she's already at 21 to hit. She can take her Dexterity Mutagen as well. I should have done this before the fight. Now she's at 23 to hit. Next turn she'll do her attack. Our main character now has plus 25 to hit. There's a good chance he's going to hit, but then there's also a good chance he'll run away immediately afterwards because we missed. We only need a 10 to hit though, which is fine. Our skeleton is less than worthless, but he'll move in and probably die. And then our other wolf also needs to move in and needs a 14 to hit, but also missed. That is the unfortunate thing. Okay. What did I just... Oh, I accidentally... Okay, who got hit by that? No one. No one's feared? Oh, this could go really well. I wish I could save, like, right here. I'm not using Glitter Dust. I was like, wait, what if I use Glitter Dust? No, we're going to use Prayer. Need those extra buffs. Alright, go Greybore. Not bad for first round of attacks. She's going to attack now. She's got her plus 22 to hit.
Cut you wide open.
It's pretty much as good as it's going to get. 12 to hit, or 12 damage. It's not bad. Nenio. I'm going to cast that spell again. Blinding Ray. Didn't work that time, unfortunately. Windwalk is plus 25 to hit, so she should be able to do some decent damage here. She got one hit and then a bunch of critical, well, a critical miss and then 2 normal misses. And now our main character, he has plus 26 to hit, so...
May I see your entrails, please?
Of course he misses every attack. Why wouldn't he? Don't expect our skeleton to hit. How much was that? 45 damage critical hit. We are doing wonderful in this fight so far. And luckily, see, that's why you use all of those anti-fire things. Did a bunch of damage. I don't think that Dare needs to do anything, but we'll move him a little bit, and we'll just use a quick heal. Just top everyone up. This is going pretty great so far.
In my way.
And we missed all of our attacks, but that's fine.
The spirits demand your
Come on,
blood.
someone hit this thing. Yes, good. We're getting so close. Just try Blinding Ray again. I missed. Fine. Windwog, do this for me. Well, that was a little bit unfortunate. Alright, main character. Eltimar, do this.
Let the attack commence.
Yes. Get off me, you vile parasites. She races over to here. Don't let the dragon get off the ground. She'll set everything on fire. Thanks for that.
This is mine.
She is definitely still alive up there, unfortunately. We're not in combat. Let's go. I don't know why we need to haste again.
Rules are made to be
I'm
broken.
always open to ideas. You require my unbiased opinion?
Let's get back up these stairs. Oh. Well, that was an abrupt ending. We didn't even get to turn-based combat that thing. Well then. Okay, well we won. Hooray! That ending was a little anticlimactic. Greyboar looks with satisfaction at the surrounding carnage. That's a job well done. You can use her head to decorate your tent. I'm going back to Dresden. It's been a pleasure working with you. I think we should continue to work together.
I'm ready to offer you my services. As you can guess, a full contract will be more expensive than a one-time job. I think 12,500 gold would be a fair price.
Deal.
From now on, you no longer need to worry about someone making an attempt on your life. If anyone tries, I'll send them straight to their grave.
The dwarf nods matter-of-factly. Half of the pair.
Wherever my legs carry me.
And I bought the other half of the pair, right? Earlier? So now we have two half of the pairs. Whenever two creatures wearing different halves of this pendant are within 10 feet of each other, they get a +2 circumstance bonus on attack rolls and AC. It's pretty damn nice. There's a lot of things around here. Also, how close we're not even close to a level. Knowledge Arcana check.
Splendidly.
Though this map is now old and dysfunctional after centuries of disuse, it would once have been irreversibly blinded any thief. Oh, trap, not... Oh my god, I can't even read. I'm just so excited that the dragon fight went so well. Though this magic trap is now old and dysfunctional after centuries of disuse, it would once have irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it. We did so good. I am so... I could not be more thrilled with how that went, to be honest.
A success worthy
This inscription
phrase.
once contained a spell of warning. When an intruder appeared, it would have let out a chilling howl to raise the alarm. Fortunately, the enchantment is worn off with the passage of time, so your ears have been spared. There's also a loot chest here, which has some gauntlets, which are bracers of abrupt onslaught. These bracers grant the wearer a +5 confidence bonus on trickery skills. Whenever the wearer makes a sneak attack, it also deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Sweet. Those are good for Camellia or Wendwall. Does Wendwall have sneak attack? I don't remember. Let's talk to the storyteller. He's here and we should probably see what he's got to do. Please search the bloody bookshelves. Bring me anything written in Elven runes. I need them.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
There's more treasure to loot, I guess. Demon blood. Some scrolls. Some stairs down. And I think that... I'm gonna take these stairs. Sorry about that, just had to pause for 1 second. Let's also loot this thing. And there's still more loot to grab. This one's actually the Elven notes, I think, up here. I'm doing a solo playthrough individually on my, like, downtime. It's pretty fun, I gotta say. Grabbing the Elven notes. I may do, like, a solo run as a video series later on. It requires a lot of respecking, though. Like, every few levels, I'm like, nope, gotta change my class to something more useful.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
We're gonna go just down and do all the rest of this stuff first, and then we'll deal with the storyteller. There's a couple more. Skeletal Vanguard perception failed. Did someone else's not fail? Was it down here? Yes, it was. There it is. I think this place has a couple small enemies in it that are not really notable.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Except that one did just a ton of damage.
Went awry.
You're fine, Greyboar. Never mind, this thing is very hard to kill. Oh, there's another. Okay, we should probably reload this.
Is inglorious.
They are dealing some serious damage to our group. We should keep 2 tanks, 1 on each side. I think Sela can tank, or Sela's on this group. Whoever other tank is can tank the other one. One of the dogs probably, I guess. Oh. We already did that one. Okay. Okay, Eltimar, you go deal with the other one that pops up. I don't know where it is yet.
You should have listened to reason.
Oh, there it is. Why is everyone not in this room? There we go.
Mind over muscle.
These things are tough. They have a lot of life. Good lord, these things are actually really hard to kill. Shockingly powerful. Let's start getting some spells going. Greyboar's dead. Huh. Okay, I guess we'll buff up a little bit more before fighting these things. I wasn't expecting them to actually be that hard. Haste it is, and some other buffs of some sort. I'm not really sure what kind, to be honest with you.
Else we miss all the
The
fun.
world's not ending just yet.
Maybe some summons to take some hits.
Let's make this
I'll remove
quick.
this obstacle.
Skeletal Vanguard can stand in between them. Except it almost died already.
With your head.
And we're getting some damage on us. Almost the first one dead. Okay, first one's dead.
Behead.
Let's get some healing going. Anyone need healing? Not really yet. Haste is like the bane of everything though. Even though look at all those misses. Just non-stop missing. We have restoration spells we can use. And we leveled up. Nice. We took... I know for sure we took some strength damage, didn't we? Were we giving strength damage? We were giving strength damage because Greyboar has that ability. Right. Anyways, Mandrake Root, let's level up. Oh, my build. I didn't grab that, did I? Well, we're going up Sword Lord style. I think we go all the way up to level 10 Sword Lord. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And we're just going to go bloop, bloop, bloop. Oops, clicked off the screen. Good enough. And we can... Okay, so there's a toss-up here. You can do one of two things. You can go Specialization, take the extra 2 damage, or you can go Dueling Sword and get the extra 2 shield bonus AC. Now, that being said, you can just use a shield spell if you have it, which is fine. But if you often forget about it, you can absolutely just take Eldori Dueling Mastery and just go with that. Eventually, we're also going to cross-class a little bit into Duelist, which is an ability we can do now, but let me take a quick peek at Duelist. We would get parry, and we'd get improved reaction time, and we'd also get Precise Strike, which is fine. We already have something similar. One-handed... Yeah, that's pretty good. And Kenny defense is also good. Although Kenny defense is really good. What are we getting at this level? Weapon training. Or sorry, not weapon training. Shatter confidence. It's almost worth it just to grab that one level of duelist for Kenny defense. In fact, I think I'm going to. Anywho, let's grab perception up one more. I keep clicking off the screen. Like an idiot. We'll take Dueling Mastery because I want that armor. We now have 4 classes under our belt.
I'll take the bait.
It's so many different buffs. Cool. Alright. And we're going to grab a Hunter ability with her and just bloop, 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 bloop. I'll take a rapid shot with Camellia. It's a very useful thing. As for this particular one, this doesn't matter too much. I think I'll take Precise Strike, I guess. It's melee attacks, it's useless. I guess it doesn't really matter at all, honestly. Okay, we get a level 3 spell, though. That is very useful. We could take something like Neutralize Poison, very useful. It's Life Blast. Oh, cool. Chameleon Stride is okay. Do I just want Resist Energy Communal to make it easier for myself? I mean, I kinda do. Because I'm very lazy when it comes to my buffs. Alright, good enough. And our Sacred Huntsmaster went up a level as well. Done. And she's... oh, she's already got rapid shots. Many shot, maybe? Yes. Yep, many shots is pretty good. We'll do that. And we'll just grab Coordinated Defense so you and Camellia can be coordinated defending each other. But if they get hit, they're going to die horribly. Remove Disease, we're taking that. I cannot stress how annoying it is having diseases that you can't get rid of. Level 11 Savant. Of course. I don't remember what her build is. What's it? Nenio? Alright, what did I give her? At level 11? Right. Greater. I already gave her greater spell focus, didn't I? Scroll mastery. Yes, I did. Greater spell pen then. Done. Phantasmal putrefaction. It's okay. I'm just gonna give her some really big buff spells though, like... maybe I won't, now that I'm looking at this a little bit more. I mean, Disintegrate's a pretty great spell. It does a lot of damage. Chain Lightning also kind of useful. Go grab Disintegrate. Maybe we'll... no, you know what we're going to grab? Things that we don't usually buff up people with. Things that are kind of important, like Owl's Wisdom. And Fox's Cunning. You might be like, why? That seems very silly to me. It's because Wisdom gives us will saves. That's basically effectively +2 to will saves. For that bonus. For people that aren't wearing, like, Wisdom gear. I'm actually going to take Elemental Assessor. And Owl's Wisdom Mass. Done. Keep clicking off the screen. Oracle. Let's try this. And he doesn't need much in terms of levels up. I think I just give him, like... you know what? I can just look it up really quickly. Darren, level 11. Spell focus stuff. I feel that spellcasters don't get as cool of feats as, like, other people. Spell focus, evocation, done. And I'm gonna give him... I have this written down, of course. Can't see it at the moment. I think I have to give him Enhanced Cures, right? So I'm gonna give him... Combat Healer instead. Although... no, yeah, Combat Healer. Swift spells are very important. Level 2 spells, or level 2 spell, I should say. We could take Remove Paralysis. It's kind of useful. We've had a lot of paralyzing recently. We don't really need protection from Alignment Communal, I don't think. Windwalk has it anyways. I think I'm definitely going to go with that one, yeah. So, Remove Paralysis. Level 3 spells, we're going to grab... Resist Energy Communal, because I want that, and I hate casting 900 Resist Energies. Level 4. Holy Smite is really good. It's an evocation. No, it's not. Is it? Yeah, it is. So that goes well with what we just picked for him. Level 5, we're going to grab Flame Strike. I think we could grab Raised Dead, but I'm not going to. I just don't care enough to get Raised Dead. Actually, can we go back to level 4? Can we get Death Ward? Yeah. I mean, I do want Protection from Energy Communal, but I think Death Ward will be better for us. Let's complete that. Grey Boar will level up, and then we'll be done our video. I'm going to quickly... Yeah, we'll be done for now, and then we'll talk to the Storyteller next time, and then head back to Dresden. Let's grab Improved Critical with his... I want to say he uses Dwarven War Axes. Why not? We're not going to use him very much, so it really doesn't matter what his build is. Let's level up our beasts, and we are done. We'll grab Improved Critical for Bite. And we will grab... Whoops. What am I doing? There we go. Why am I giving this guy mobility? That doesn't really matter, I guess. Improved Critical Bite. And of course I am the worst today at clicking on things. And that's going to be the end of our video. In the next video, we'll finish up this tower. It won't be very long to grab any loot that's left. Go back upstairs, talk to the Storyteller, and we are done. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Take care.